Welcome, and today we're going to go ahead. Now we've finished up the dinner, and we're going to show you how to quickly put together that breakfast wrap that I was telling you about in the previous video. So we just have some rinsed spinach right here in the pan. All right. And it's funny, it was a handful of spinach, and you see it just cooks down. So I'm letting some of that water evaporate off of it before we add the eggs. Well, this is what my husband usually has for his breakfast wrap every day, Monday through Friday. All right. And we tried it by putting the spinach in raw after, the eggs and stuff was cooked. But he prefers the spinach to be cooked, which I understand because it makes it more easier. And just bring these over so you can see. Eggs for my girls. So what we're going to do is use the small eggs up first. So we'll just grab, let's turn this down a little bit. See how the water is starting to evaporate out? This egg is a Cochin. She's a Cochin Sussex mix. So it's a little egg, but it's so funny. I don't know how old Rose is. If I had to guess, I said she's about 10 years old. And just seeing if there's any. Nope, doesn't have the big white, that little white stuff in it. I usually take those out, or take that out. That was two of her little eggs. And this one is from one of our, yeah, that's got one in there. You see that? I always take that out. Always have. When me and my mom were, when I was raised by my mom, she never left that part in the egg. Always took it out. And I grew up that way, and I've always taken it out. My husband did not. He grew up eating it in there, and I'm like, oh no, we don't eat that part of the egg. So I just think it's funny. So ever since we've been married, he's used to it now, of course, but every time. Now, as you can see, the eggs, you're like, what's right there? We don't pre-wash them before we put them in the refrigerator, so we just put them in there. Because eggs have a protective bloom on them. So that way it keeps any bacteria or anything from getting into it naturally, right? Alright, so we're just going to let those start to cook up. And then let me wash my hands real quick. And then we're going to get our wrap together, which is now I might have to turn them. Let me see how that's cooking up. Yep. We're just cooking the eggs up. Alright. And then get the wrap ready. And I don't know if I can move this right here. I don't think that's going to work. Let's see. Alright. The wrap is in the back, which I might go ahead and thank you. We're just moving this stuff around here so we can get it in the frame. A little bit. And the egg is just a cooking. Can we see it a little bit better? Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think that's going to have to do it. The way the stand is. Let's see if I get a little bit closer. That'll work. All right. Just cooking up the egg. Now what he'll do is tomorrow morning, this will go in the refrigerator once it's cooked. And then in the morning, he will just put it in the toaster oven, in the wrap, in the foil. And then that way it will be ready. He'll take it out the door. And that's how simple. Now, of course, in our fashion here, we always look to see what we're going to add to that to get rid of some stuff in the refrigerator. Now, we haven't shredded any shredded cheese for the week yet because we have tons of pre-sliced cheese. So we'll put down a pre-sliced cheese. We have bacon. As y'all know, we bought a pre-cooked bacon. We bought the kind that you have to cook. And we used to do it in the air fryer, but the time it would take to clear it all up. What I mean by that is to clean it all up. Actually, not clear it, but to clean it. Now, the other bacon is the thin cut bacon, which will take 4 slices. This is the thick cut bacon that's already pre-cooked. So we'll just put 2 slices of that on there. Okay. And we really like that bacon. It's really good. And this one we actually got, I'm trying to think how much it was. It was a good deal. I think we saved $3 off of it. So we paid, if I had to guess, I think it was like maybe $11 or $12. And it's 32, what is it? 36 slices of pre-cooked bacon. And to us, it was worth it because it's easy. We just take it out, put it on, sandwiches, wraps. You could crumble it up on salads. We do heat it up in the air fryer, like if we're putting it on salads or sandwiches that we're eating right now, But since he's going to put this in the toaster oven tomorrow before work, it'll be okay. We want to cook the eggs, but we don't want to cook them hard since he's going to reheat it. All right. And does some of it stick to the bottom of the pan? Yes, because my husband does not like to use oil or butter when cooking his eggs. As we mentioned in a previous video, we're on a, maintaining our weight loss journey. So if some sticks to the bottom, that's fine with us because we don't want the added, butter and oil in the... And those is the infamous pre-cooked peppers. You see how easy I just opened those up? So we're going to take that seed out. And then we'll just put that on there. Right? And also we don't add, he watches his salt intake. We don't add salt to it as well because if you think about it, the cheese has salt in it. The bacon has salt in it naturally, so we're not going to add any more. And I think I want to put one more pepper on there for him. See how we're bulking that egg up? We use 3 small eggs, and we're bulking it up with the spinach and the peppers, right? Because we have plenty of those to where it's going to... Those 3 small eggs is going to look like once we get this done with the peppers and the cheese and the 2 slices of bacon, it's going to look like that is turned off more than what it is. So we're just going to put the egg right there on top. Okay. And look how that sandwich is just starting to, that wrap is starting to bulk up there. Whoops. Like I said, yes, there's some of it. It always sticks. We use stainless steel cookware, And like I said, even with the oil, it would stick some. So that's why we were like, you know what? Let's eliminate the oil. And what I do is I put water. Thank you so much. You just slide it back on there for me. Thank you. I got it. All right. And then what we do is we'll just put the water on it and let it sit there on the stove. And the heat will get up under there and bubble all that up. And it scrapes right off. And then we put it um, in the dishwasher. So that's that. And what I'm going to do is, let me pause it and move this so I can show you how we wrap it up. All right. So what we do is just kind of take a knife, try to scoot everything to one side. And remember, this was 3 little eggs from my girls outside, 2 from my coaching rows, and then we have 5 grays, 5 sapphire gems. And since they all look alike, we call them the littles because they're the youngest. So one of our littles eggs, they're the youngest so far. We actually got some little feet out there as well. They're going to be our youngest, but right now the sapphire grays are still the littles. My husband called them the grays all the time, though. It's so funny. One of the grays, they're spoiled rotten. They're just as crazy as all get out. They do some of the most bizarre stuff, but we love them. They all have unique personalities. He calls our little Rose, she's our OG chicken, or OC, the original chick is what he likes to call her. So they have many names, but they're fun to watch. And yes, we have them as you for eggs, of course. But if it ever comes a time that they stop laying eggs, you know, they're our pets as well. We really enjoy them, and what I'm trying to say is we are not planning on eating our girls. Absolutely not. So their forever home is here until they pass of natural causes. But look at that. Look at that. And let me see, because I'm just curious how this weighs out here. And you can see how we bulked that up, right? 8.45 ounces. How cool is that? So that breakfast burrito is what my husband will take for work tomorrow and have with his coffee. And that's how simple, and that's what he usually has Monday through Friday. Now, the way that we will differentiate in that, sometimes we put shredded pepper jack on it. As you saw, we put American cheese slices on it, or we'll put shredded cheddar cheese on it. We've done Irish cheddar on it. We've done, let's see, we haven't done Swiss, no. So we either do pepper jack, American cheese, or some kind of cheddar, or when I say mild or sharp cheddar, shredded Kobe jack. That's the other one we've done, Kobe jack. And the Irish cheddar. So those are the cheeses he usually likes. We tried a chipotle cheddar, but you know, for breakfast, there's only so many times you want to eat like a hot spicy. So if we go to the hot route, pepper jack is usually as spicy as we will get for breakfast going forward. And another idea, as far as meats are concerned, we've done these with turkey sausage, breakfast sausage. We've done it with chicken breakfast sausage. We've done it with bacon, of course. We've done it with the diced. One time we got the little bags of diced ham and did that, but my husband's not, he will eat it, but he's not a fan of it. He likes either like turkey bacon, regular bacon, chicken sausage, turkey sausage. Those seem to be his favorite on there. We've actually done it with you know, like the steak, the shredded beef meat. We've done it with that. You could also, that's as far as the meats that we've tried for it, any kind of crumbled. They do have bags like crumbled breakfast sausage. We haven't tried that because we're just, the bacon that's already cooked is easy. Plus, we use the bacon in other applications. We've also did a combination, so that's the meats. And for the toppings to bulk it up, as you can see, spinach is our go-to, right? Good nutrients in it. We've also did like spinach and peppers, as you can see. I really don't put onions in it for him. It's either usually peppers that we will do. Um, you could do mushrooms. We usually don't do the mushrooms in it because he's not a fan of mushrooms in his omelets. So, but you could if that's what you like. And I've actually done a little bit of salsa in it before. We put a little salsa in it. We put, I'm trying to think of any kind of toppings that you like. If you like avocado, right? You can put avocado in there. So if you're looking for something that's a quick prep the night before, these are always done the night before, right? Prep the night before, put in the refrigerator. And so, especially if you have a toaster, if not, you could use your oven, but goodness gracious, if it's anything like here, it's getting up to 90, 95, 96 degrees, blazing hot. So a little toaster is a great investment. What he does is when the alarm goes off in the morning, he'll get up, go to the refrigerator, put his burrito in the toaster, and set it, and the preset is 350. And then while he's getting dressed, he'll go ahead and push the Keurig to make his coffee, because as you saw in the previous video, we go ahead and prep that as well. So he'll push that to get his Keurig started. He gets dressed. By the time he's dressed, it'll go off because our toaster oven is preset for 30 minutes, so it heats up for like a half an hour. And he grabs it on the way out the door with his packed lunch, and he's off. So that way, it's been years and years. I can't even tell you how long that it's been since my husband has actually had to stop and get breakfast out, which is a great money saver. If you think about it, I'm just guessing that an average breakfast is going to cost, probably, depends on what you get, anywhere between $5 and $10. So just do that math, Monday through Friday, $5 to $10 for breakfast every single week adds up over the year. So if you could save that money, just think whether if not you needed, home repairs or, emergency fund, a vacation envelope. If you plan on going on vacations, use that money for that. Holidays, if you buy gifts and stuff for holidays or special occasions, take that money and designate it to one of those envelopes or accounts to where you could look back on the end of the year and say, instead of me going to go get that breakfast wrap or that bagel or that cup of coffee in the morning, look what I was able to save to go towards X, Y, and Z. Well, thanks again for watching. And if you haven't, please think about subscribing. We'd love to have you. And give this video a thumbs up and a comment. And any kind of helpful tips that you would like to share with the viewers is greatly appreciated. Have a great day.